Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, July 28th, and it's day 16 of the Colorado thru hike. Currently about 1.2 miles into segment 10 at Timberline Lake to Mount Massive. Segment 10 is about 13.3 miles, 2,690 feet up, 2,676 feet down. Segments between about 10,042 and about 11,309. Have about 19.4 miles to Twin Lakes, which is my next resupply point. I need to check the weather as soon as I can. It looks like we're supposed to have some really nasty weather today, according to some of the other hikers. So, going to get started. Good morning, everyone. It's about 9 a.m. and it's been about 2 hours since I left camp. And luckily I made the right decision this morning. When I got up, I remembered that it was supposed to be some nasty weather today, so I quickly packed up, didn't fix breakfast, didn't have coffee, and started hiking. And probably within 5 minutes of hiking, rain came, so it's been raining pretty much ever since. Right off the bat, had about a 1,000-foot climb. Took about 2 hours to get up. And just made it to the top of that one here, and here is the view. And I think next I will be going down finally a descent for a while, and I think there's another climb. Don't know, this is about 11,000, just a little over 11,000 feet, and I think the other one is just about the same. This may be the high point of today. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really checked yet. So anyway, I'll check back with you down the trail. Realized after I went to bed last night, I didn't really do any highs and lows in yesterday's closeout, so I thought I'd take a minute and do it today. Probably the high yesterday was when I first set out, I set a goal of trying to reach the end of that segment 9, and I was able to do that. And then also go about 1.2 miles into segment 10, not by choice, but really to get to a campsite. So that made it almost close to a 15-mile day, which I thought was pretty good considering what I've been going through for the previous days. Probably the low yesterday was just the solitude of hiking by yourself. I would really like to try to find someone else that is about the same pace, same speed, age, etc., with the same plans to be able to hike with. It's really hard when you're hiking solo of finding someone like that. I did hike a couple times. Probably 95% of the time so far I've hiked by myself, but there was a hiker, Chris from Albuquerque, that I hiked the first couple segments with and camped with, and then most recently Dan from Denver that we hiked together. But it seems like you always get separated for various reasons, and it's really hard to stay together. So next time I'm going to do what I can to try to keep together with someone that's compatible. There's also a couple that I met in Fresco that is out here from Kentucky, and I'm hoping to meet up with them and be able to hike with them at some point. But they slack packed over Copper Mountain, and I didn't, so they were a day ahead. And then they went into town to resupply, and I didn't. So don't know if they're in front of me, behind me, or where they may be at. But hopefully maybe Chris, Dan, or the couple, I'll meet up with them at some point here on the trail. Okay, it's about 12 noon, and really haven't done a lot of video today. It's not really been much to take video of. Trail's been pretty much the same, up and down. There's been maybe 2 getting ready to do third climb. They're steep and hard, but they're very short, 1 to 2 miles in length, so it's a little bit better than the previous segments with 5 and 7. But so the trail's been pretty much the same, just like you see here, not a whole lot. I've got about 1.5 miles to the high point of the day, which is a little over 11,000 feet. And if there's a view or anything when we get to the top of that, I will capture that. I'm not sure if you can hear, but It's been drizzling off and on pretty much all day. Luckily, it's just been a drizzle. It's not been hard or anything, so manageable. I do have rain pants and rain jacket, and I even have the umbrella up. So it's helping to keep dry. So I'll check in a little bit later. Bye. Just finished that climb, and like the previous one, there really wasn't a view or anything at the top of it. So I'm making my way down the descent and heading towards hopefully the end of this segment down to Mount Massive, and may camp there, or depending upon what time it is, I may try to go about 1.2 miles past that to another campground on into the next segment. Goal today was to I was hoping to make it to the end of this segment and get as close to Twin Lakes as I could tomorrow. I think, depending on where I camp at, I'll either have a 7 or 8 mile hike into Twin Lakes, which would be great. Working on trying to get some type of accommodations there where I can maybe take a Nero tomorrow if I can get in there at a decent time, and then a Zero the next day. So we shall see, and if that doesn't work out, I may have to come up with a plan B, and maybe going into Buena Vista or somewhere. I'm not really sure, but I do know I need a break and need to do laundry and shower, and I stink. Yes, there is a little bit of a view going down here. Just happened to be walking by and looked left, and looks like I'm about the same level of the clouds right now. It's about 3:45 p.m. and I did pass segment 9, the massive trailhead. Didn't really see anywhere to camp there that looked safe. There was a couple places, but there were a lot of dead trees around it, so I decided to go ahead and push on. I knew I had a little climb here, but I've been climbing this for about 45 minutes now. Still not at the top of it, but there should be a couple different camping options. Probably within a mile or so of here. So I've still got plenty of daylight, and hopefully here soon I will find a spot. Well, it's almost 5 o'clock and I am still in search for a campsite. Passed up a couple, but I don't know, they just didn't look that great. One of them looked like that if it rained, had a lot of water running down towards it. And the other one is looked kind of weird, had some bear claws on the tree beside it, so didn't look like a good place to stay. So it's supposed to be another one a mile or so up the road here, so I am continuing. Good evening, everyone. Wanted to go ahead and close out Thursday, July 28th, day 16. Just got into camp, got camp set up. I'll flip this in a moment and just show you what camp looks like. I am here alone again tonight. And for hiking today, I ended up hiking about 15.5 miles. Completed segment 9 and about 3.4 miles into segment 11. Tomorrow I'm going to hike about 3 or 4 miles into Twin Lakes and try to get a ride into Buena Vista for a much needed Nero and Zero. I need to do the typical town chores and also work on the videos. I think I'm probably at this point about 3 or 4 behind. Temperature right now at this spot is a cold at 55 degrees and looks like it's down to about 44 degrees tonight. So let me flip this around here and show you what camp looks like. So it looks like there's a room for a few tents. It's not, most of them are not as level as most people would like, but there's a few places here for some tents with some level, just right off the trail here. So this is kind of what camp will look like tonight. So I will catch you all tomorrow.